What's up, Chiefs? It's the Prop Beaver, and
It's the Prop Beaver.
I'm here my first ever solo episode. I got 3 plays for this Sunday. Let's ease into this and let's get some fat winnings. Let's go.
Welcome to the source. The source. The source. Hey, get the source.
All right, Chiefs. So the first guy that I want to talk about is Tyler Conklin. Now, yes, he has been a solid third option for this Vikings team, but he's going against the best defense at guarding the tight end position this week. That's right, San Francisco is number 1. Since week 2, the 49ers are letting up under 22 receiving yards and 3 catches to the position on a weekly basis. In fact, there's only been one single tight end who has reached over 27 yards since week 1 against this team. I mean, let's just look at last week. Dan Arnold was entering that game against San Fran with an average of 5.67 catches per game and 60 yards in 3 straight performances. You want to know what he does against San Francisco? Nothing. 0 targets, 0 catches, ass. Now, Conklin is hitting this over at over a 50% clip, but people, there's no way I'm fading that 49ers defense here. Give me Tyler Conklin under 36.5 receiving yards. That's going to be our first play of the day. All right, we're off to play number 2, and let me just go ahead and say, a line this high for Tua Tagovailoa, don't know if I pronounced it right, don't give a crap. It should be criminal, okay? Criminal. With the total set at 225.5, I gotta ask myself, do the books not know about this Carolina Panthers pass defense? Are they on crack? Carolina Panthers, they're number 1 in the league in pass defense, and over the past 3 weeks, they're only letting up around 135 passing yards a game. Over the past 3 weeks. And if you look at their play on the road, they're an even better pass defense on the road than at home. On the road, they're only letting up 156 passing yards a game. That is absurd. Now, don't get me wrong, Tua has had a cute little stretch here over the past 4.5 games. Remember the fact that he did play 1 half in that Ravens game. But in these 4.5 games, if he was averaging, full game averages, the guy's hitting 280 over the past 4. That's pretty nuts. But I think what is more important is looking at the one game that Tua went under in his past 5. It was against the Buffalo Bills, the number 2 ranked pass defense. Now, who were the other 4 teams he faced where he's averaging these big numbers? The Ravens, the Jets, the Falcons, and the Jaguars. 3 of those 4 teams are in the bottom 4 of pass yards per attempt allowed. And Atlanta isn't sitting much prettier at 20th either. I think there's going to be some serious shell shock here for this Dolphins offense, and they're not going to have a clue what to do against Carolina and that pass defense. Give me under 225.5 passing yards. Are we kidding here? All right, and now we're off to the third guy that we're going to be talking about today, my boy T. Higgins. Now, everybody thinks on paper that the Steelers defense is amazing, right? Well, quite frankly, they've been shit in the bed lately. The Steelers have allowed the 3rd highest yards per attempt to opponents over the past 3 weeks. And 2 of those opponents were the Bears and the Lions. The Bears headed into their game versus Pittsburgh with the worst yards per attempt in the entire league. This man, Justin Fields, in that game was able to pass over 10 yards per attempt. They are flat out bad. Heading into the Jets game, Jamar Chase was averaging 107.7 yards per game. That is an absurd amount. But since that point, he's averaging less than 40 yards a game. On the other side of the sets, and the guy who's not getting a lot of coverage this year, my guy T. Higgins, he's slowly been getting his swagger back. Over the past 4 weeks, he's only been getting a half target less than Jamar Chase on a weekly basis, and he's been doing some numbers with it. I mean, if we want to go ahead and look at T. Higgins in 3 over his past 4 games, he's flown over 62 yards. So what I'm seeing from T. Higgins right now is that T. Higgins is starting to get comfortable as the year goes on, and the Bengals are realizing, hey, we cannot force feed Jamar Chase every play. Defenses know what's coming, and it's not going to work. With Minkah Fitzpatrick likely keeping an eye on Jamar Chase over the top, and a lot of that defensive energy drain towards him. I'm expecting to see some nice lax coverage for my boy T. Higgins and for him to make a big play tomorrow. Don't forget that this guy coming out of college, what he's known for is those big splash plays. He can use his body to get the ball at the point of attack, and he is an animal at that. I'm expecting a big catch for T. Higgins tomorrow and a big performance. Give me T. Higgins over 58.5 receiving yards. All right, Chiefs, so that is it. That's the first episode of the Prop Beaver. I'm very happy to have you guys listening, watching, and I appreciate all the support that you guys have given me through this time. But let me tell you something. I may say I don't give a damn, but I give a damn a lot about winning you guys bets. I stress about it all the time, and this Sunday, I have a feeling we're gonna do no stress. We're just gonna be cashing and cashing and cashing. So if that's the case and you're interested in seeing what picks I have for the entire Sunday slate, make sure to follow the Twitter at AJ Bascone, and I'm gonna be tweeting those bad boys out to you guys at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Let's have a great weekend and let's buckle up, Buckaroos.